Hello and welcome in. All right, so we're doing some energy healing here. I was just doing some free readings, so please make sure you're following. I do different things here. I'm a healer and intuitive, so I do readings and healings. I teach yoga, reflexology, and things like that. I've been a Reiki master for a long time. So Reiki is something that really helps us with the emotions and our spirituality. So if we need a deep cleansing, this is a great place to be. Really great place to de-stress as well. So you can just soak up the good vibes. I'm going to put this underneath my YouTube channel, which is why I don't have any music playing in the background. Typically with music it can be really healing, but yeah, I can't have other people watch it unless we do that. So I will share that if you want your own Reiki session, it's $30. I'm still open to doing readings here in this space as well if you want. If you're a subscriber, then when I go to do the energy healing, you get a free message as well. Okay? So let's begin. As my dog barks in the background. So you can say yes to consent if you're interested in the healing. We always ask for permission when we're doing healing. Please like and tap the screen if you're here. So a lot of throat chakra stuff coming up here. Please like and tap the screen if you're enjoying this. Please and thank you. Ooh, a lot of throat chakra stuff coming up here. I haven't done a Reiki session on myself in a while either, so. A lot of heaviness coming up here. So for people that don't know, I do readings as well. So in my Reiki, I do readings. So when you're getting a Reiki session, you're still getting a reading. I'm telling you, okay, this is where I'm working, this is what's going on. So it can be really helpful. And if you're doing a paid Reiki session or reading, just pop that in the comments as well, okay? Thanks. That way I'm not always looking. Sometimes people are here for readings, other times you're just new and maybe this is new to you. So have you ever had a Reiki session before? Have you ever had a Reiki session before? Never on a live, only in person. Okay, awesome. Well, distant healing works the exact same way as in person, except for the fact that, and I do have my selenite here as well, so we can still work with the energy of the crystal. But when we're doing things like putting a crystal on our physical body or somebody actually grounding us with touch, that would of course be different. And then of course when we do sound healing, I do find sound healing a little more effective. So it's those little tools like touch and those extra things that people do in a session that we're missing out on. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. We're still tuning into the energy. We're still clearing the energy. So when we learn level 2 in Reiki, we learn how to do distant healing, which is basically this. and so it's really cool. So we can send energy to people anywhere, which is amazing. So because you are now a subscriber, I'm doing a free message for our subscribers, okay? Please like and tap the screen if you're here. So if you'd like that, just let me know. Send me a heart, Citrus. We're working on the heart chakra currently. Something told me to come on and do Reiki, so that's what I'm doing. I always listen to that, even if it's for that one person. Okay. So setting the intention to work on you. Take a deep breath with me if you don't mind. Okay, so one of the things that I get, Citrus, is I don't know if you connect to spirits. Do you connect to spirits? Do you work with your spirit team? Do you believe that loved ones that have passed away are around us? Or do you feel the energy of a loved one around you sometimes? Yes, I believe in them, yes, okay. Because that's kind of what I'm connecting to, is like, I feel an energy with you. So when you're getting healing, there's a spirit with you that is healing with you when you're healing. So every time you come and you get a Reiki session or you get healing, it feels like this person is healing too. So somebody that loved you, I don't know if you lost a father, but yeah, it just feels like there's someone with you that's healing with you. So when you connect to spirit and energy, that's coming forward, okay? So that's your message. Thank you for being here. Has anyone not gotten a Reiki session? You're welcome. Has anyone not, and that's what's really different about Reiki, right? I also just changed it so that if you want to do a Theta healing session, just a Theta healing session, that's 30. If you want to do just a Reiki session, that's 30 as well. So this is kind of how I tune into energy. But yeah, it's different when we do different things, right? And if you ever want to learn Reiki, all of my Reiki training is in my membership group through my website. It's $55.55 a month. You can cancel at any time. But I have loads and loads and loads of videos. And so a lot of it is classes that I taught that I recorded, just like I'm recording this. And I'm going to put that underneath my YouTube channel. It's only if it's in an actual class, so people are talking. And you can listen to what other people have to say and how they're learning and the questions that they ask when you're first starting out. And even if you have your training, I think learning through different people is really helpful, because then I teach different versions of it. And then also in there I have my Akashic Records training, so literally if you want to learn anything, you can pretty much learn it in there that I know. There's yoga classes, there's meditations, there's a dream workshop, there's a workshop on tons of different things. And if ever there's a class that you want to learn, just reach out to me. Let me know what class you want to learn or what you want to connect to. If it's working with angels or something like that, then we can do a class on that, and then we'll just like pick a price and a time that works best for you, okay? So maybe you have music on in your background, and that'll be helpful too. So if you're a subscriber, then I go into your energy and give you a message as well. It can be really helpful. Hello and welcome in. A lot of people are into ASMR. I watch a lot of it, and I haven't learned how to do it yet, but it's funny, I'll make certain noises or sounds or do like light language and stuff, so I feel like I'm already tapping into ASMR whether I realize it or not. So when you're doing like plucking egg, just all of this stuff, I feel like, yeah, you just do it unconsciously. It goes hand in hand. I definitely needed this. I've been working with a lot of people's energies. So this is a bit of a clearing or a cleansing that we're doing here. And if you're just looking for a one question reading, I'm pulling up 5 cards for people that are doing that. That's only 11:11, so there's still opportunity for that here if you want. Oh, throat feels really dry too. Ooh, feeling a lot of heat, so we're releasing a lot here in our group. Thank you for the likes and the taps. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. I don't know if somebody lost a cat as well, but I feel the spirit of a cat as well. So much going on with the throat, my goodness. So the throat chakra is when we have trust issues, when we're questioning ourselves, when we're doubting ourselves, when there's miscommunication, when we're not expressing ourselves in ways that would be supportive. Maybe we're getting a lot of downloads, maybe we're an intuitive and we don't do readings, but we still get messages. Let me know if you relate to that. Are you an intuitive? You get messages, but you don't know what to do with it. You don't do readings. This might look like somebody who needs to do more writing, more journaling, more talking about how you feel, self-expression. So feel free to share anything that you feel you have going on in the throat chakra, if you do. So just saying yes to consent to the energy. If you want your own personal session, you can book one in through my link tree. And I'm still open to doing readings as well. Feeling a little tired all of a sudden, so you might be feeling a little fatigued or drained here at this time. So we're working on re-energizing you. Sometimes this does make you feel a little sleepy as well, but typically it's called relaxed. Take a deep breath with me now if you can. It looks really funny what I'm doing right now, but if you've ever heard of Reiki, this is emotional and spiritual healing. It's really helpful for you. You just need to say yes to accept. Feeling sad all of a sudden, I don't know if you're releasing some sadness as well. Keep in mind, this is past related, so let's pull up a card and see what comes up. We have the Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. Not sure if that relates to anybody, but talent is, it's a talent card. It's saying that you have talent and you can turn a hobby into a career if you wanted to, if you're talented in this situation. Sometimes people don't realize that they're talented in certain things. Let me know if you're feeling this energy. Find this helpful, please. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. So one question is 1111. Okay, you can pay my link tree. You can say yes to receive the healing. I'm yawning a lot too. I'm supposed to be releasing. Yes. Absolutely. I'm glad this is helpful for you. You can come in as a subscriber as well and get a free message that way. my goodness, it's windy out. Just pulling some energy around the crown chakra here as well. Our crown is our spiritual, it's how we meditate, how we connect to Reiki energy, things like that. How we might connect to spirit. Our belief systems. It's making me tired too. So if you want to come into my yoga class, it's this Friday, 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. So it's 2:25 right now, if that gives you an indication of Atlantic Standard Time. And so we're going to do yoga and healing. So we'll be clearing some energy, helping you raise your vibration as well. It's only $15 Canadian. You can pay through e-transfer or PayPal, whichever you choose. And then I'll send you over our Zoom link. If you don't have a yoga mat, you don't need one. Just bring a blanket and a pillow. If you don't have a pillow, that's okay. So yeah, and you can get, if you have Giant Tiger wherever you live, you can get inexpensive yoga mats there. No problem. Thank you very much. I would send you one. That's okay. The best thing that you can do is purchase a reading or healing through my site, which is in my link tree, if you want to support. Okay. And liking and tapping the screen is helpful. That's absolutely free. So if you want your question answered, you can pay the $11.11. And I'm pulling up 5 cards. And I'm not putting any music on just because I'm putting this on YouTube after I finish. So if you didn't catch all of it, you can catch the entire session on my YouTube channel, okay? And you can find that through my link tree as well. So please make sure you're following so you can get all of my information. I have 2,200 videos there, so lots of free readings and healings if that's something you like. I have a paid membership as well through my website. If you're interested in more classes and courses, there's a list of the things that I have there. I have a lot more than is listed as well. Is it still effective if it's not live or in person? Do we receive it differently? No, you just absolutely, you can put it on in the background while you're doing some things and it's still effective. It's setting the intention that you want to receive it, so just agreeing that you want to receive it and being present with it, it will be effective. Yep. So I have other Reiki videos that I've recorded there as well underneath YouTube. My membership group, yeah, my membership group is all pre-recorded videos. Nothing is live. So like all the Reiki training, you're getting the Reiki attunement that I give you, which is a ceremony, still effective. And then all the healing that we do in there, all the Theta healing that I do in there as well, which is you saying yes to the downloads. So you can say yes to the downloads that I do as many times as you want. That's why it's really great. So I have like so many videos in there, and so it's very valuable because sometimes we just need the full moon, a few full moon Theta healing downloads during the full moon, so you can go and soak that up, or maybe you need some Reiki. But if you're purchasing a session just for yourself, like right now, I mean, that will be much more effective because you're going to get it tailored to you and not to our group. And then also you're going to be able to get lots of messages to help you understand, okay, this is why I've been feeling this way, or this is what I need to start doing. So Reiki's pretty amazing. I haven't stopped doing it, and I've been doing it for 12 years this month. So that's a long time to be working on with energy. I've taught, a good 100 people their Reiki training. So that's a lot of people when you're training people. And I've met some really great people. All different walks of life, males and females and children and people that are older. Yeah, thanks. So I finally decided that all my recordings are good enough for my teachings, for teaching my classes. In my membership group, so paying that monthly fee, you can get all your training, and then you can top it up with booking in a couple sessions if you need more healing or more help or more questions. But not everybody likes to learn on their own, but you can learn a lot on your own and save money that way too. And at your own pace. So if you're like me, you binge watch Netflix, then you binge watch videos as well. When you feel like it. I have certain people online that I follow for healing, and I just really like their energy. And then other people, I just feel like there are tons of people following them, and they have lots of great numbers, and I just don't connect. So I think it's just more about finding your people that you connect to. Energy has been up and down lately, yes. Yeah, Julie. So feel free to come in and get a session if you'd like. If you subscribe, you get a free message as well. But yeah, you did a lot of healing with our free full moon ceremony. And as I was already sharing in my membership group, every month we have a full moon ceremony and healing. So I do that in the paid one, and you just watch the videos. But there's so many there now, like it's an endless amount of healing. But when we do that, that's why we only do that type of healing like once a month, really, because there's a lot coming up around that. So then we get into our new moon. I don't know when our new moon is. I should check that out. And then when the new moon comes in, our cup should be feeling a little bit more empty and less full. And then that's the time where we start to feel lighter and we're manifesting and things like that, right? Yeah. Can't wait for the new moon. Do you work with the new moon energy, George or Julie? Let's see what the date is. Okay. And I do full moon, or I do new moon readings and healings every new moon for manifesting too in my membership group. So new moon, March. March 29th at 6:58 Eastern Standard Time, 10:58 Mountain Time. So, I don't know too much about it. But we just had our, isn't there an eclipse? Yes, it is an eclipse as well. So we'll still be finding that the energy is intense because we're changing, and we're shifting, and we're growing. And then also we're in retrograde. So right now, if you're feeling tired and things like that, or you're feeling a little off, that can absolutely be related because there's more conflict, there's more issues with technology and just people, and yeah, just not a great time to be taking things way too seriously, right? Yeah. How is everybody else feeling? And it just says during a new moon, the moon is positioned between the earth and the sun with its shadowed side facing earth, making it essentially invisible from earth. That call it the dark moon, except during solar eclipses. Interesting. So let's see what else is coming up for our group. Still the Eight of Earth coming up. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So bringing in the talent card here. So again, you can watch the full video underneath YouTube if you like, and re-listen to this as many times as you need. You can put me on mute as well if you don't want to listen to the blabbing. I have a yoga class coming up Friday at 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time if you want to join us. It's yoga and healing. You don't have to have ever done a yoga class before in order to join us. It's just me and one person right now, and she's at the beginner level, so we just really take it easy, and we just really use breath and a little bit of movement and that sort of thing to let go. Oh, you saw the eclipse. Awesome. It's interesting that it was 333, so what does that mean to you? What does that mean in numerology or in angel numbers to you? Laughing is coming up, and joy. Inviting laughing and joy back in. Just letting go through breath. So does anybody else relate to 333? Do you ever see that? Do you know what it means? What's your interpretation on 333? Julie woke up on Friday at that exact time. And do angel numbers pop up to you? What are your favorite angel numbers? A lot going on there. So we're trying to move some energy up from the earth. So we're trying to ground you. I don't know if anybody's been feeling ungrounded. Please like and tap the screen if you're here as an energy exchange. That's one thing with Reiki, is there's always an energy exchange, so just tapping the screen is helpful. Thank you. So working on the heart chakra currently. Ooh, a lot of stuff we're clearing around the heart. Let me know if you're working on your heart chakra at all. You relate to that. Mine needs a deep cleanse. Okay. That's what you're here for. The energy's moving though, that's good. Ooh, things are getting a little sticky. Getting some sadness that we're clearing here too. A lot of chatter in the mind as well. So there's someone in here who's really intuitive, that gets a lot of messages. So that's what we're kind of letting go of, any tension or pressure that you get from intuitive messages. Maybe not relaying those messages or writing those messages down. Oh, so just regrounding yourself here. There, that feels a little lighter. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. Thank you for an energy exchange. Sometimes it's not how much, it's just the energy of putting forward and receiving. Whew. There might be someone who's psychic in here as well. Does anybody relate to being psychic? Whew. There's a difference between having a busy mind and then just getting intuitive messages all the time, right? I call them downloads. They're just coming in, right? And so we might mistake that for having a busy mind. Okay, Joanna relates to that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yay. Is Reiki something you'd like to see more on my channel? I usually can't do Reiki for too long. Usually about an hour is about a session. By the way, my one-on-one sessions are 35 minutes or 45 minutes. 45 minutes are over Zoom and 35 minutes are over the phone. Okay. Yeah, some people just like the readings and they fly away when the energy healing comes in. Some people prefer energy healing. Okay, Julie also likes the energy healing. Well, that's good. I'm glad. You definitely get more from the energy healing, but in an ideal world, you get it, energy healing and a reading at the same time, which is what I do in my paid. I just keep getting that there's a cat that passed away that's connecting with you. Good, I'm glad. So I'm just the vessel, and so I'm connecting to energy, life force energy, and then becoming the vessel, and then shifting it over to you. So it's not really me. It's like I'm just the messenger. I'm just the vessel. Does everybody know the chakras? You're welcome. Is there anybody that doesn't know the chakras that's here? When I'm saying heart chakra, when I'm saying throat chakra, you're like, what the heck does that mean? Because when we do energy healing, we get into this like group of people where we expect people to know and understand our language. I do that a lot, where I start blabbing on about stuff that maybe certain people would have no idea what I'm talking about. So just letting go of some past stuff here, okay? So this is why it's emotional healing and spiritual healing, because it's not, we can do future healing as well. So if you were doing a paid, you could do a past, if you wanted me to, I could do a past Reiki healing on a situation or a circumstance to help you release that. I could do a future reading on something that's stressing you out or that you're worried about. Okay, so for instance, if you have to go to the dentist and that really stresses you out, then we can do a future healing for that situation so that when that situation comes in, the healing is set for that time, which is really cool. So that's when we learn about Reiki level 2. We learn about distant healing, but then we learn about past healing and future healing, which is really neat. So 1 question readings are $11.11, okay? That you can pay in my link tree. Any questions about Reiki as well? I have energy training in other areas as well, but this has kind of been the one that I felt most solid about. I think when we get energy training, we just combine everything together anyway, just like all my training that I have. You just put it all together and create whatever the heck you want, which is really nice. So with reflexology, I'm trained in the body, the face, the legs, up to the knees, the feet, the hands. That's just in reflexology. So what I do in a session is sometimes I'll just go towards what I feel the person needs, if people are open, which is great. And with yoga, it's the same thing. When I'm teaching a class, I just kind of go towards what I feel that person needs when I'm teaching. Anything future that you have going on, you can just share what the situation is. If you have a date and a time, you can do that, but you don't have to. You can just say, like, I'm sending healing to this situation, circumstance, and then do that. Absolutely, it's helpful. We also get insight on the situation. Absolutely, it does. It helps you in the here and now, but it also helps you future. But a lot of it is you're getting insight on the situation too, which is helpful. It's not as popular because we learn it. We're just so used to learning the here and now, I guess. Hi, welcome in. Doing some energy healing here. It's $30 for your own energy session. If you're looking for a reading, you can still pay for those in my link tree, okay? Thank you for being here. I need healing towards trauma that has led to me developing anxiety, okay? So just be open to receiving that. So one question is 1111. You get a 5-card spread, and I do an Akashic Records reading. Akashic Records is like Google for the soul, so we ask questions in the space, and then once we're in that space, then the answers that we get are what we need to hear. And we can do that with an animal, we can do that with a tree, we can do that with a plant, we can do that with a crystal, so we can go into the records of anything that is alive. It's very cool. And most importantly, when we learn how to do the Akashic Records, we get to do it on ourselves. We do ancestral healing, we do astral travel, we do past life, we do future life, we do current life, inner child work, crystal healing, crystal grids, ancestral, if I didn't say that, which I think I did, all kinds of different stuff. So I have training in all those areas. Future timeline readings are cool, but one thing with my cards is when you're doing a paid and you want future, we can look into like 1 month, but then I can still, when I'm in your Akashic Records, write down the timeline too. And sometimes it's not exactly what you want, but it's what you need, right? So if there's 2 questions, and it might be that we go towards one question first, that's more important for you to know, because it's still important for you to know now versus later. What's going to be most beneficial for you in the now? Of course, it can be on anything. But it's all energy, so what we want is the healing and the peacefulness and the, like Reiki's emotional and spiritual healing, so it's to bring you calm. So you feel lighter. Less fearful, less worried, less stressed. Easier said than done sometimes, but it's like the little things that help, right? I'm not going to stay on too much longer just because when I'm doing energy healing, I only do so much of it. Yes. It's just making me feel tired. Yoga is this Friday at 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. We're going to be doing healing in our yoga class as well, so come in and join us. It's only $15. It's good to be in the energy of that live over Zoom. And this is going to be under YouTube once I finish, okay? So I'm going to download it, and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube. So you can rewatch this as well. If you're feeling a little stressed out. But I might come on and do an hour of Reiki on certain days here. I'm still going to figure out a schedule. I'm still figuring out when are the best times for me to come on and doing certain things. But I've always been the type where as the energy shifts, I shift. So I change. I want to do it on this day at this time. And then I'm like, no, I feel like I need to now because there might be a certain person that's online that I'm meant to connect with. So I usually just hop on when I feel like it. So make sure you're following, please. Otherwise, it's hard to find people again. Don't you find that? Has that ever happened to you where you like really like somebody and then you couldn't find them again because you didn't know their name? It's happened to me. Sometimes I even find it hard to find people that I'm already following. Because I usually just wait for people to show up when they're on live. But there are a couple people where they do have consistent schedules and I do find that helpful. And what's nice is you can pre-book for those too. So that's a work in progress. Oh, it's so windy. All right. So let's do some free energy scans here for people. Okay, please, all I ask is that you like and tap the screen. So if you want your, if you are a subscriber and you already got a message, that's fine. You can still participate in this, okay? It's just because you guys always get something extra, okay? Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So this will also be helpful for the people that are watching this later as well, because it'll still be generalized when you're not doing it paid. You're welcome. So we're going to do energy scans, okay? So this is still part of Reiki. But this is just me giving you information when I go into your energy. So we're still staying in the Reiki energy. That's still flowing. You can still receive it. But we're just going to specifically go into each person and offer you a little bit of support the way that I would in a Reiki session. Okay? To give you a little bit of an idea of what it's like, what it feels like for me to focus on you. Okay? So just pop your name in the chat and you can put energy scan if you want. Yay, thank you. There we go. Okay. All right. So, Julie. This is for you, Julie. So I'm writing down tension in forehead. Okay. That's what we're working on. So if you actually use your finger and apply a little bit of pressure above the eyebrow, you might find that helpful. Okay. Tension in forehead usually shows up when we're overthinking, when we're doing a lot of thinking. Okay. So I'm also helping support you with that. Still sharing group energy here as well, so let me know, do you guys relate to that as well? Are we all sharing energy in relation to that? So a lot of tension in the face. Okay, so I do facial reflexology. You can look up acupressure points for facial reflexology if you're struggling with stress, because it feels like you're carrying it there. When we do a yoga class or when we do a meditation, sometimes they get you to relax your jaw, relax your face, that sort of thing, because our face muscles get a little tense. Also, it's really helpful for wrinkles and anxiety and things like that, okay? So those are what's kind of coming up there, okay? Thank you for the dinosaur. Thank you. All right, Corey. Corey. I don't know if there's any sadness, but I feel like we're releasing sadness. So as you receive the energy, just letting go of any sadness that's lingering in. This is all from the past, okay? So when we cleanse, we're cleansing things that have come up from us, from the past for us. So letting go of sadness is something that feels like is coming through that we're helping you with, and specifically stress, right? I don't know if you get sad when you have stress, or you can get down about that. So grounding your energy more, being outside in nature, working with crystals and stones. I sell crystals and stones. If you don't want anything that's like girly, I have things on black quartz, and I have tiger's eye. I have black onyx. Those are really good grounding stones you can wear around your neck. You can inbox me about that if you're interested. And any crystals are really good that are very helpful. Okay. Thank you for being here. Joanna. I feel like you've been here for a little while, supporting me, and I appreciate that. So taking a lot of the energy up from the earth and cleansing your chakras here. Taking the energy from the earth and cleansing. So connecting more to earth will be helpful for you for cleansing. So I'm not sure if you're getting outside enough, but it really feels like just fresh air. If you're opening up your windows, getting in the sunlight a little bit more. If you're able to be in the sunlight, that feels really helpful, okay? So Joanna, we just finished yours. This replay will be underneath YouTube as well. But other people can relate to this as well. These are all recommendations for everybody, okay? Harriet. Working on the inner child is also coming up for you, okay? Feeding the inner child, what does that mean? How do you guys feed your inner child? It's like playing more, getting back in touch with like the 5-year-old version of us. What would that person need? Do they want that ice cream that they're holding themselves back from having? Do they want to spend the money, that they spend a little bit of money that they have instead of saving it because they feel like they deserve it? Just honoring some things that are coming up for you around that, okay? I said Giselle, but then I was kind of working on Harriet's energy too. But I read that underneath you, Giselle. You're welcome. Okay, so Harriet, now I'm going to work on you, okay? But Giselle, inner child. And then Harriet. Okay. It's like I was jumping into both of you. So deeper breathing, Harriet. Deep breathing. I don't know if you ever do any yoga or things like that. Yoga with Adrienne online is good. Yoga is something I'd like to teach a little bit more here online, which I think it'll be helpful. But deep breathing. Learning deep breathing techniques and communicating a little bit more. Expressing, communicating like how you're feeling a little bit more. Self-expression would be good, okay? So keep in mind we're still doing the theme for our group, so it makes sense why some people are relating to this and connected. So I'm sure everybody is feeling a lot of this stuff, okay? Yoga with Adrienne, I was suppressed never to talk, okay? So the fact that it's showing up twice, that's what I like to do. I'll go for like a couple different readings and then both people say the same thing and I'm like, oh, okay. Not that we need to wait for that to happen to listen, but some of us are a little more stubborn than others. And you're welcome. Okay, Kathy. I get that they are tired eyes. Okay. So using like a lavender pillow or something like with weight to cover your eyes to do a little guided meditation. And then sometimes we use cucumbers, something cooling on the eyes, but even like a face mask would be good for you. Just to kind of like, as we're talking about tension in the face, just to kind of like relax the eyes and just kind of like relax overall. Herbal teas are coming up for you too. Tired eyes, guided meditation, face mask, and herbal teas. That's what I'm going to say. And specifically cucumbers I'm connecting to. Do you ever have cucumber water? You're welcome. And for herbs, maybe a chamomile, because chamomile is like really relaxing. So cucumber and chamomile tea. So lots of things coming up for you. I sell herbal teas and herbs. If you want chamomile, let me know. Just inbox me and I can send you some. Yeah, I believe I still have some. I have so many herbs, so if anybody's interested in a package of herbal teas, I can come up with some different teas for you and send them. If you're just looking for the herbs as well and not the teas, that's okay. Just let me know that you're looking for certain herbs or you want to know what herbs would be helpful for you. I sell herbal tinctures as well that I make, so if you're interested in any herbal tinctures, let me know. The main thing is that you're not on medication though, if you're looking for the tincture, that's all. Because we ingest them. All right. Thank you for being here. Divine Star Healer and Guide. Are you still here? You're welcome. See how much information we get with our group? It's crazy. Okay. I'm gonna bring my little table in a little closer here. Kathy, yes, Kathy, you got tired eyes, guided meditation, face mask, herbal teas, cucumber, and chamomile tea. Thank you. Peace is what I'm getting for you, Divine Star Healer. Peace and quiet. Bringing that energy in, just that like, peace and quiet. That's all I'm getting for you. Thank you for the heart. Oh, I'd be interested in some herbal teas or some herbs, whatever you think is best for me. I can absolutely do you up a package, Kathy, if you're interested. Just inbox me if you want, okay? And just let me know. Just say herbs and teas, and I can come up with a package for you of recommendations, and let you know how much, okay? Yeah. I'm usually pretty good with like knowing somebody's energy and what they need, so I kind of tune into you and then I'm like, okay, she needs this and she needs that. It's really cool. If I had an actual store in a location, it would be a lot of fun because I could just take everything and be like, yep, you need this, but instead I do that online. Peace and quiet, yeah, so that's why I think just coming on here and getting some of that healing is good. And what you can do is you can re-watch this when you do have that quiet time through my YouTube channel, okay? So I'll write down your name, Kathy Jean. And when I get off of here, I'll do that, okay? All right. Now, I think there might have been one more person that sent an EMOG or whatever it's called. Who did I miss here? There might have been one person. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do a little theta healing here, okay? I'm going to get out of the Reiki energy. So So I'm gonna get out of the Reiki energy. Then we're gonna do some Theta healing downloads, which is be really nice that you guys can re-listen to this later and get the downloads. And do crystal healing. Okay. So which crystals are, and if you ever want to buy some crystals, I sell large crystals and small crystals and crystal jewelry. So if you're interested in any purchases, feel free to inbox me as well. I can do the same thing for you that I'm doing for Kathy with the herbs. Let you know some that I would suggest for you. And it's $20 to ship in a package that's heavy. Otherwise, I'm just charging you whatever the post office is charging me, but it's $20 as a standard, no matter how big your package is. Again, unless it's less when I go to the post office. All right. So yeah, I don't know if you know of any crystals that are peaceful that you have already to use. Yeah, but yeah, inbox me about that if you're interested. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some Theta healing, letting go of your subconscious limiting beliefs. Okay. So we'll amethyst. Okay. Yeah, that's the most popular one. I have lots of that too. In huge pieces. And in necklaces and in pendulums. Pendulum might be good for you if you don't have one, but I'm sure you do. It's $15 for a pendulum. Alright. And anybody else that's interested in that, feel free to inbox me. Okay, so we have tension in forehead and face, sadness and stress, earth connection, fresh air, sunlight, inner child, deep breathing, communicating, self-expression, tired eyes, guided meditation, face mask, herbal teas, cucumber, chamomile tea, peace, and quiet. Okay, so by using Theta healing, we can manifest and attract healing around these situations. Would you like to attract and manifest healing around these situations? And if so, just say yes. Deep breath in the comments. That or something better in divine timing. Good. I'm hearing encouragement, that we need encouragement for this. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to attract or manifest encouragement as well? Good. Self-love just keeps coming up. That's my theme for the last, this is going on day 4. Everybody's working on self-love. So that would be your rose quartz. That would be taking that sea salt bath, doing some of these things that I'm suggesting here, Kathy, as well, or Julie, for the people that need, and Joanna, people that need healing in different types of ways that are more self-love based. Okay. So would you like to manifest and attract more self-love? And if so, just saying yes. Is there anybody here that's in a crutch? A crutch. And how would you describe that? All right. Well, I'm gonna let that one go if I don't see you explaining that one. But do you want to let go of being in a crutch or things not working out? And if so, just saying yes. Good. I'm just hearing shifted over to love, more fantasy, that sort of thing. So actually, let's shift over to a guided meditation, shall we? Let's close our eyes here. Apparently this is a healing, just a day of healing. So just reminding the connection from the ground to your toes as we're working with that earth connection. Tapping your feet, tapping your toes, maybe putting your hands on your toes. Okay. Breathing in that fresh air, imagining it's a little bit cooler in the air. You get that crisp, fresh energy. Imagine that sunlight beaming down on your head, on your arms, on your legs. Maybe you're on the beach and maybe you have a drink in your hand or beside your lawn chair or your beach chair. And you're just letting go of any sadness that's lingering in around you. Just releasing that. Maybe you see a tear coming down your face. Or maybe you're washing that all away in the ocean. Just letting go of any stress as the wind takes it through your hair. And just imagining your face nice and light. Zero tension in your face. Maybe even smiling just a little bit. And then relaxing your muscles in your face. Maybe taking your hands and giving your forehead just a little bit of a touch just to offer some cleansing into that third eye. And reminding yourself of the importance of the inner child and how important it is to play. So maybe you can see yourself playing paddle ball or throwing a ball around. Maybe building a sandcastle with a friend. Maybe this is someone that you don't know, another person that just came over to say hello, that's very friendly and that's very nice. Noticing how you feel when this new person comes around, if it develops some anxiety for you, if you feel good around the person. Reminding yourself that you're creating this experience for yourself, so allowing it to be positive. Communicate to that person how you're feeling right now. Trust this person that they're there to keep all your secrets, that they're heaven sent. Maybe this is a friend that will last forever, or just somebody that's coming along your path to listen. Imagining your eyes feeling energized while you're communicating with this person, any problems that you have, any feelings that you have. Allowing your skin to feel soft. Feeling energized in your physical body. And refreshed. Feeling a sense of peace and calm. And as you finish up your conversation with this person, say thank you. And if there's still more, you can get out your journal and continue to write those things down in peace and quiet if you can. Just coming back into this space, notice the difference of if you feel a little more peaceful, if you feel a little sense of relief. Notice just anything that came up for you, again, writing those things down. If you want to book a one-on-one session, you can click my link tree. It's robinhorseman.com. Robin with an I, no E in Horseman. And I'd love to help you out. I do Zoom and phone as well. All right. So I hope that brought you some peace today. I hope that was healing for you. Okay. So thanks everyone for all the support. Thank you for being here. Take care. Love you all. Bye for now.